trillions of dollars worth of the private sector jumping in, knowing they've got to play and they're going to play an incredibly positive part in dealing with these problems. It's real. It's genuine. And so I just think that, that old bad expression, the proof of the pudding's in the eating. I feel confident we're going to get done what we have to do at home in order to deliver. And lastly, if you take a look at what economy is growing, the United States is growing.
It's the United States.
Mainly because of COVID and supply chain, but it's growing. We've created over 6 million jobs.
All right, folks, COVID and supply chain are why we are growing. So let's talk about growing in the stock market. Let's jump on over and see what the heck is going on now that we know it's COVID and supply chain that we have to thank. So Avis, the car rental agency, is up a little over double. Zillow Group down about 10% right now. This is it's been a solid trend here of dropping quite a bit here now. We've been, look at this bleed out of really the iBuyer craze here. Just a perfect almost trend line down. Almost broke out here along with the rally, but this latest pause in home buying really kind of skewed that. DQ. Wow, I wonder what happened to DQ. I'm not in DQ, but it's a Chinese solar manufacturer, and I do wonder what happened to them as to why they are plummeting. Now, solar panels are kind of famous for being low margin, worth noting. This is why Enphase, the inverter business, is very important. Can't have solar panels without inverters, so why not get in the high margin business and forego the low margin business? But do wonder why DQ would be down so much. So we'll go ahead and find out. In the meantime, let's see what other stocks are moving here. So you've got DQ, Zillow, Vuzi down. But remember, Vuzi had that 13% day yesterday, which was pretty, 30% day yesterday, which was pretty wild. ChargePoint up 5.87%. Outlet, down 5.87%. I wonder if ChargePoint's going down on a little bit of the news of Rivian and potentially Rivian doing their own sorts of charging infrastructure. In fact, I've got a Rivian video coming up. I want to provide a little bit more color on their charging. I don't know the answer to that. So let's see more about Rivian. So we'll find out a little bit more about this. EXP down 5% here. Canadian solar, the solar sector just in general seems to be down here. Canadian solar is down 4.8%. Yeah, Lucid Group down 3.9%. Sun Power, another solar play here, down. I wonder what happened. Why would DQ be down 10% and everything else like this? And solar selling off a little bit. So we'll try to get to the bottom of that to see, is there a potential buy the dip opportunity, or is there a larger shift we're missing here? Let's see. Okay, rising polysilicon prices further boost DQ's profits. DQ's price target raised to $79 at Roth Capital. That was yesterday. Price target raised. Upgrades. Resume training. Earnings call was on the 28th. They reported $3.98 in EPS. That beat consensus of $3.11. They had revenue of $585.8 million versus $541.5 expected, but they did well. They did really well in terms of DQ. Yeah, I'm sorry, DQ always screws up your Blizzard. DQ, yeah, good old Dairy Queen. Anyway, Pinterest dropping another 3% here. Trade Desk down 277. Wynn Resorts 281. Seems like recoveries can't catch a break. Tesla sitting at 1182, only about down 2%. Honestly, not much of a give back. Had a lot of really solid buy the dip pressure when this was dipping earlier in the day. Oops, thought we were going to be in Tesla here, but we're not. There we go. We're inside Tesla now. So yeah, solid buy the dip pressure right here. I mean, we went from oversold to overbought like instantaneously. It was pretty incredible. But yeah, Tesla's rallying into the close. Oh my gosh. All right. SoFi is down about 0.5%. Looks like mostly flat. Gosh, what a buy the dip opportunity there was in the morning. Although not like things are like seriously on sale right now. Here's Enphase. Oh, my Webull purchase shows up. Anyway, here's Enphase at 237. Dropped to 228 today, sitting at 237 now. That's still pretty impressive. And by the way, Joe Biden has also mentioned that he is looking into nominations for the Federal Reserve, which is interesting because obviously Jerome Powell wants to be renominated. Let me see if there's anything else being said here. Hold on.
And I didn't have a single member of this conference come up to me and say, are you going to pass what you have? And what do you think how's that going to affect and what are you going to do? What they're looking at is what in fact has happened in terms of everything from dealing with deforestation to what we're going to do on Build Back Better and how we've.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, just the headline there that Biden appears confident. But then again, Pelosi and Biden have been saying that they're confident on their deal happening forever here. And so far, it's been a long time coming for that infrastructure vote. But anyway, stock market doesn't seem to mind that it's taken a while for them to get that bill done, especially with all the new taxes in there. Okay, what's running here? So obviously, oh, wow, Open Door down 13%. Ouch. Funware up 32% all of a sudden. What happened here? Look at this. You all of a sudden had an explosion in this one. This had to be a news event. This was about an hour ago, 50 minutes ago. PHUN. Funware, individual company news. Funware sets third quarter earnings call for the 11th at 5 p.m. No news. No news. Except on the 29th, they started accepting Bitcoin payments. All right. Well, this probably is just pure volume. Look at that. You went from 11,000 shares of volume to 400,000 shares. So if somebody came in with 390,000 shares to buy 390K at $5, I mean, you're talking about a couple mil, coming in, and then that really setting off probably other purchases here. I mean, volume went up to 1 million, 2 million. Volume really exploded here. 3 million at one point for 1 minute. Wow. Volume explosion, pure momentum, I'd say is pretty much right. All right, let's see here. Maybe because Bitcoin was accepted a few days ago. Now Bitcoin's moving up, so it's happy again. Good. Toast up 12.73%. Wow, back to IPO highs here, huh? Look at this. Yeah, pretty much. CIPO was sitting at 65.99, and now it's at 64.42. Wow. Marathon Digital up 12.2. Crypto's having a good day. Voyager Digital up 9%. Got a big position in Voyager. I did trim a little bit because I went to zero margin, which is fine with me because I'd rather have zero margin and be ready for big dips. But I've got a good position in Voyager. Simon Property Group is 5.88% after earnings. Good job. Honest Company 4.4. AMC 3.69. Still got my AMC. Backed Holdings 3%. Shift Technology, wow, up 2.66%. Wayfair 2. Affirm 1.64. Seems like things are rallying into the close, folks. Let me see this here. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely optimism going into the close here. Let's look at the SPY. S&P 500, flat, but it is above VWAP. I mean, well, then again, yeah, look at that bounce. Look at the bounces we've had off the VWAP. Boom, boom, and then almost trying to touch it over here. Okay, fine. Okay, a couple percent over here, 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever. These are all smaller numbers over here. Go to the losers again. Yeah, DQ, EXPI, Redfin's down 4.8%. Zillow, Peloton, Matterport, only down 3.46. It was down like 7% this morning. It had run like crazy on the metaverse news, which is good. Great. All right. So what else? Let's go pull to Biden here for a moment. Let's see if he's saying anything else.
America pricing in the price of carbon. It matters. So things are changing. We just have the right stewardship and enough sense as world leaders to get it right. So thank you all so very much. Appreciate it.
A very widespread discussion right now from the president in Scotland, first discussing some of the new rules that he plans to put in place regarding climate change and regarding emissions, specifically as they pertain to methane gas. But perhaps for our business news audience, some very big headlines here. Number one, the president did not specifically say that he would support Jay Powell for renomination as head of the Federal Reserve. That was one thing he talked about. And he said that he just simply wasn't going to talk about it ahead of the decision, which he said he would make fairly quickly. I also want to just quickly mention a couple of other things. He said that Joe Manchin, the senator, the centrist Democratic senator from West Virginia, quote, will vote for Build Back Better, his plan, the president's plan. The president said he understood that Joe Manchin was looking for precise detail, and that's why he's holding it up, or at least taking his time. But, quote, I think we will get this done. And he's pitched basically that Build Back Better is something that will bring down inflation and make good paying jobs. Let us get to Edward Lawrence, who's been right there following the president every move.
That's interesting. I saw that headline come through that he was planning on making a nomination announcement soon. I really don't think he's going to pick somebody else. It would send shockwaves into the market, in my opinion. I don't think the market wants to see a break from Jay Powell. Yeah, I don't know about that. Because, I mean, if you get somebody... See, here's the thing. Jerome Powell is a Republican. And he's dovish, right? He expects inflation to be transitory, even though it's taking longer. And if you get somebody else, the market's going to wonder, okay, are we going to get somebody who's more of a hawk, who's going to say, that's it, cut sooner and raise rates sooner? Or are you going to get somebody who's even more dovish, who's like, we need to help the lower classes and we need to print more money because there's no inflation. Inflation's transitory. Like, you could have a more extreme version of that transitory, so you're not necessarily going to get the opposite of Jerome. You could get a worse extreme of Jerome. I don't think Joe Biden needs that right now, especially since my guess, come on, there's no way. There's no way he's going to pick someone other than Jerome Powell before his bills get signed. And he says he's going to pick somebody soon, because if he picked somebody else, you're going to have people like Joe Manchin go, yeah, I'm going to sit out voting on this bill until I see who actually ends up being the chairperson of the Fed, because they might be the only person who could rescue us if you screw up. I think it would be very, very dumb for Joe Biden to pick somebody else other than Jerome Powell. But I will be releasing a special Jerome Powell Halloween video today, and you'll get to see what Jerome Powell is doing or was doing to make sure he gets renominated. So stay tuned for that video. All right, let's get back to El Sticos. Toast, 14%. The crypto companies moving nicely. Look at that. Big digital assets up to 1.32. Very nice. Ethereum at all-time highs, 45.13. I did trim a little bit of crypto as well just to pay off my margin. And again, happy to say, pretty much at zero, plus or minus. I think I just need to do the math, but it should be at zero with all the transactions I did this morning. Wayfair, a couple percent. Corsair, Affirm, 168. Nice. Neo, Apple, Tattooed Chef. Okay. Yeah, Neo's got some work to do. But maybe they're having the slow and casual, the slow and steady catch up. That's it. And otherwise, still pain over here in the real estate sector. I think EXP is being potentially unfairly dragged down with Open Door and Zillow. They're a great company. And let's see here. We're off all-time highs. See, look at this channel that we're in. Yeah, it went insane after they did their stock split. Yeah, trend is kind of continuing. I mean, it's not something that I would go shopping for right now, but I'm definitely gonna watch that. Not in a rally do I want to go shopping usually. It'd have to be like something brand new that hasn't really moved in the market yet. But IPOs are very dangerous too. And just look at Robinhood. It went from like $32 to $70 and then back to where it is now, $34.70. Really seems to be stuck here, by the way. Anyway, Facebook mostly continued its downtrend here. Although the last few days it's been a little positive. Disney stuck at 169, just can't get off 169 apparently. Really likes that 69 spot. GameStop up 3.7%, although I went to go visit them yesterday and the store that I used to go to is closed. It's already a totally different store. I'm like, wow, it vanished without me even being able to see the goodbye or say goodbye, whatever. Affirm, I'm actually surprised because Affirm was down this morning. Yeah, look at this. Affirm rallying into the close, folks. Holy moly. That's just nuts. Crazy market. You know, I saw these comments yesterday from these, I think, either people who don't watch the channel much or they're ignorant and aren't paying attention. They're like, oh, Kevin said he sold. Kevin sounds like a trader more than a long-run investor. Like, really? Of the $24 million in real estate I own, I've only in my life ever sold $900,000 of it. Of the 80 or of the money that I have in stocks, I really only trade like the last like 10-15% of it. The rest is all buy and hold. I think people just get confused because they disproportionately associate trading a portion of your portfolio with trading all of your portfolio, which is totally wrong. Like, don't trade all your portfolio. It's crazy. Whatever. Enphase is the new Affirm. Oh man, how's Lemonade doing? Ooh, look at that. Lemonade started moving again. Wow. Very, very cool. Wow. Okay. Well, like InsurTech had to catch up at some point, right? And like this is what happens when you have a stock market that's rallying. All sectors eventually move up. That doesn't mean they're good or bad. So, and that makes me reluctant to sell things unless I'm getting out of margin. Because if I can take profit and get out of margin, fine. I'll pay the tax. I don't want to be in margin. That way I could start preparing. Now I could save money if I make money doing the wheel, options strategy on Tesla that I'm doing, or Matterport or whatever. Great. That's just going to be extra cash that I then have available when it comes time to go shopping again. Which there will always be another time to go shopping. You gotta ask you, like, sometimes I feel like we think that, oh, darn it, we're in the rally. There's never going to be a dip again. We missed out. Man, you just look at 2020, how it was. 2021, rather. Here, let's remove the last part here of 2021 for Tesla. And just look at Tesla for a moment. Hide drawings here. And you know what? Let me get rid of another indicator here because it's just been in the way. Where's my indicators? Indicators. Edit. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. Now you got more room. There we go. There. You think you're going to miss out? Look, folks, I understand there's a trend up. But there's always going to be this crap. There's always going to be another dip. Like, this does not go on forever. It felt like it was going to go on forever, and then it crashed. Tesla does this over and over and over again. So you just have to be prepared. I mean, look, here, obviously it crashes here, but you could have bought here and you'd still be better off had you bought at the peak here than at the trough here, right? I mean, that's just the benefit, I suppose, of Tesla. You just have to keep zooming in. But this is always going to be another down, especially something like Tesla. So don't feel so bad. See, we get these sharp downs all the time. They're beautiful. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we can move back to the 200-day moving average at some point. 800, 850. Who knows? Anyway, don't get discouraged. So what else? Wow, I'm shocked. at Toast. It's rallying into the close, folks. Just had a little bit of a sell-off there. Look at that. Right at the peak, somebody started selling off. Smart. Wow. All-time high. Profit. Voyager Digital, 8%. Simon Property Group, 6.25%. Yeah, people keep asking me if I would have sold if I didn't have margin. I'll just reiterate. The answer is no. If I had no margin, I wouldn't have sold. Like right now, I don't have any margin. I'm not looking at selling anything that I have. What? JP Morgan will no longer let prime brokerage clients buy U.S. cannabis-related stocks from November 8th on. Why? Oh, that's not good. I mean, I don't understand what the difference is. I think a prime broker is something like for institutions. I'm not very well versed in that, but that doesn't sound really good for cannabis, in my opinion. What are some cannabis stocks? There's THCX is the index is one of the ETFs. I don't see any particular movement. Gosh, low volume on this thing. My goodness. So I don't know if there's any movement on that yet, but JP Morgan cites U.S. anti-money laundering compliance framework for a reason. New cannabis stocks policy in letter. Wow. Yeah, let's look at Planet. Well, this takes 15 minutes. This is on a 15-minute delay. So that's not going to help us. We're not going to see a reaction here on this one for 15 minutes. All right, whatever. 5 minutes to the close. We got Fun falling into the close, only up 18% now. It did have a little euphoric run there. Crypto companies doing very, very well today. Good for the crypto companies. Bitcoin and Ethereum up 4%. Ethereum all-time highs. Lemonade rallying a little bit into the close, 3.81%. Finally, InsurTech coming back a little bit. My goodness, that's been like that and Pinterest. Whew, that's been lagging. Affirm 1.75%. Also kind of having a little bit of rally into the close here. Tattooed Chef up 1 1/3. DocuSign 1 1/3. 1.4. Backed 1.5. Can't find any opportunities anymore. It's tough. Hippo 0.7-ish to the upside. Not as much as, oh wow, even Robinhood just went positive. Look at that, folks. That's Kathy right there. Folks, I guarantee you. Okay, I'm not going to guarantee you because I'm not going to pay you anything. I guarantee asterisk you that is Kathy Wood right here. Kathy's fun. Buying the dip on the Robin Hoods. Wouldn't surprise me. Open Door getting smoked into the close. More people bailing out of Open Door into the close. Zillow, Voozy, Voozy mostly stable into the close here. Zillow stable in the toilet into the close here. DQ down 9 and a bit. We'll cover some news in a moment. I think EXPI is just getting unfairly dragged along with this. Lucid 4% to the downside as the traders exit. Matterport rising. Nice rise going into the close here. Tesla, that's a fall into the close. Yeah, look at that. That's a fall into the close right here. Rivian October delivery. What could they possibly have delivered in October? Rivian. Let's see. Ralph Lauren shares under pressure. All right. So Rivian. I don't see October delivery figures. Yeah. I don't see that. No, not yet. All right. Well, folks, we do have earnings coming up. Earnings coming up in about 2.5 minutes. The first thing we're going to look at is apps. Oh, Zillow reports today. Oh my, that's going to be fun. Oh, that would be an earnings call I would want to listen to. I'm not going to, but I'm just saying that would be an earnings call I want to listen to. I'm going to read it later. I will read it because that's going to be a must read. That's going to be fun. Oh, I want to see what their excuse is, how incompetent their management was. Watch my video. But whew, that'll be an interesting one. And this bulk sale is not going to, I mean, that's going to be what I think everybody, Solar Edge. Everybody's going to be looking at this bulk sale of homes and for how many pennies they're getting on the dollar on that one. Caesar Entertainment today. Oh, today's going to be fun. We got a lot of earnings. I'm getting excited. Mondelez could be good for tracking inflation. Mondelez, we'll write them down as well. Any of these manufacturers, especially if consumer discretionary stuff like, well, I mean, I don't think candy or stuff would be considered a. Well, what all do they make? I don't know. It's not a company or industry I invest in. But would you consider it a staple? Milka, Toblerone, Oreos, Halls Candy, Trident Gums, Tang powdered beverages. Dang, I didn't know they made Oreos. I thought Oreo made Oreos. I'm just kidding. But that's interesting. Mondelez. Okay. All right. So, yeah, anyway. I mean, you probably call that a staple. Anyway, that it's going to be one to track for inflation. Okay, so we have apps for Digital Turbine. I don't know what the heck they do. Are they like an ad platform or something like that? I don't know what they are. Activision Blizzard, Zillow Group. Do we get T-Mobile? Do we care about T-Mobile? We got a lot. We got the bell. That's what we got next. All right, let's listen up.
Doing well, and the Russell at these levels will close at a record high. The Russell, small cap, first record close since back in March, joining the party.
First record close on the Russell since March. Wow, that's crazy. Look at that. Dow Jones Industrial up 0.39%, S&P up 0.37%, NASDAQ up 0.34%, Russell up 0.16%. Full green, despite some madness there. Let's look at some of the closing positions here. Tesla down 3.1% on the day. Not as bad as a punishment as it could have been, honestly. Toast up 14.38. Impressive. I'm not sure if that's on momentum or what. I mean, I guess I'll look really quick. But, wow, that's crazy. I'm going to look. Let's see here. Toast. Nope. No news. Okay, we got lots of earnings coming up. T-Mobile, Activision Blizzard. Oh, T-Mobile just came out. Wow, it came out early. EPS coming in at 55 cents. Oh, they pulled it. They retracted it. They posted it too fast. So they took it back. How could you take it back? Well, whatever. I saw EPS of 55 cents. Oh, there it is. It came back. EPS 55 cents, net of 691, revenue 19.62. Revenue misses estimates. Prepaid phone revenue coming in per user coming at $48 versus 47.28 expected. Revenue coming in at 19.62 billion versus 20.13 expected. And guidance in line, but revenue missed there on T-Mobile. I guess is T-Mobile. T-Mobile. It's kind of hard to tell what's happening here. It doesn't look happy. That's for sure. Okay, so then we've got Mondelez. We have Caesars Entertainment. We have Solar Edge, big competitor to Enphase. Caesars posted net revenue coming in at 2.69 billion, loss per share 1.1. The adjusted EBITDA 882. Let's see, I don't know what the expectations were for this one though. I should get back in the habit of writing down the expectations next time. Caesars, not happy either. Caesars Entertainment down about 0.2%. Lyft and Solar Edge. These are going to be interesting ones to watch. And of course, Zillow, Activision Blizzard, Digital Turbine. These guys all expected at 405. Lyft, Digital Turbine, Activision, Zillow Group, all expected at 4 or 5, and Solar Edge. I'm most interested myself in Zillow and Solar Edge. I'm going to pull up the earnings estimates for those quickly. Okay, so S-Edge, we're looking at 1.338 adjusted, 0.966 gap, 528 rev, and 76 mil net. And then for Zillow, we are expecting Zillow earnings estimates. We're looking for Zillow to come in with an adjusted EPS of 0.159, so barely profitable. Oh yeah, that's not going to go well. Gap of a loss of 11.8 cents and rev of 49.5 million. I'm sorry, revenue of 2 billion, which is bullcrap anyway. And net of 49.5. The net is really what's going to matter here. All right. Okay, folks, 1 minute. So digital apps, Activision, Zillow, Lyft, Solar Edge, Caesars we looked at. Caesars technically beat on net revenue. 2.69 billion versus 266 expected. I think the loss per share was a little higher than expected. I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't enough of a beat. But Caesars is down 5% here. Recovery is just getting tanked. People don't want to be in recovery stocks. So potentially just rotating out of recovery stocks. All right, here we go. 7 seconds, and I should have some big numbers here. Oh, I'm excited. Let's see Zillow. 2 seconds. Come on. And Zillow. Nope, not yet. Activision Blizzard comes in at a beat. Adjusted EPS 72 cents versus 70 expected. Revenue is a meet at 188 or 1.88 billion. The forecast, fourth quarter, not so good though. That's a 10-cent miss on forecast. 1.29 versus 1.39 expected. So that's a little bit of a ATVI. The forecast being down is not good for Blizzard. 10-cent down. Okay, revenue at Zillow Q3 revenue 1.74 billion. That's a big miss. Oh crap! Because they were expecting 2 billion. Ooh, yeah, that's a miss on revenue. I don't have bottom line yet, but that is a big. That's a miss. Okay, Lyft comes in at 864.4 million versus 862.0. That's a B. And they have revenue per active rider of $45.63 versus $44.43. So that's a beat. It's a beat on revenue per rider. It's a beat on revenue. We have active risers rose 51.4%. Well, yeah, quarterly. Okay, I don't want to compare to last year. Comparing to last year is bullcrap. Okay, Solar Edge, miss. Solar Edge comes in with 528 on revenue, but EPS beats. EPS comes in with 145. That's a beat as opposed to the 134 expected. So it's a beat on the bottom line there for Solar Edge, but a miss on rev. Oh, Zillow tanking another 9%. Oh, dang. They're getting robbed. Woo, they deserve it. Down to earth you go. Oh, dang. That's a burn. Woo. Got smoked. Yeah, I mean, well, see, and they're trying to compare to last year revenue. We don't care about last year. We care about the fact that you missed on $260,000 of revenue that people were expecting. $260 million. Where did $260 million go? Wow. It's probably not going to be good for like Open Door or Redfin, honestly. I might honestly like dig into the Redfin financials and see it. Yeah, Redfin doesn't like it either. I might look into the financials for Redfin and see if I could use this as an opportunity to buy Redfin instead of whoa, what? Zillow shuts down home flipping business? Wait. What? Oh, they're canceling it. They're not doing iBuying anymore. Oh, it's even worse than expected. Oh, it's a bloodbath. Because remember, they paused home flipping. Oh my God, I called it. I freaking called it. Holy crap. I did a video this morning. I'm like, they hired so many incompetent people. They're going to have to fire these people. Holy crap. The headline just came through. Zillow to shutter home buying business and lay off 2,000 employees. Oh, that's horrible for those people, but it just shows you real estate's not easy. Oh God, that's horrible for those people. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they just got smoked. Oh, this is absolutely wrecked. That's horrible. Wow. Real estate, man. This is bullish for like Redfin and Open Door. Wow. Okay, Mondelez comes in with 71 cents versus 70 cents expected. Net revenue at 7.18 billion versus 7.06. That's a beat on the bottom, beat on the top. And forecast is... I don't have a forecast. Never mind. Okay, I want to know what's going on with Solar Edge. Why did they miss rev? The forecast... forecast is slightly low as well. Forecast could be a little bit better on S-Edge. So not so good here on Solar Edge. Oh, Solar Edge down 8%. Oh, don't take Enphase with you. Okay, good. It's only down 0.75%. I don't know. I don't think I own any Solar Edge. If I do, it's nominal. I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Because I think it might be in the Solar Pie. I think there might be like 20K in it or whatever. But Enphase is like a 1.8 position for me, right? So that's my fave one. Remember, Tesla dropped Solar Edge. Okay, folks, I cannot believe that Zillow is ending Zillow offers. Wow. Oh, wow. They're actually recovering. People are buying the dip on this. Why? They're not an iBuyer anymore. Now they're just a real estate agent advertiser. You know what? This is the opportunity to buy EXPI. This is the opportunity to buy Redfin. This is the opportunity to buy anything but... I mean, I get it. Like, stuff goes to crap, and then you buy the dip on it or whatever. But you realize the gamble these people made? And you know what the numbers are going to look like going forward? Folks, look, okay? Let me make this very, very simple. Okay? See? Simple. Blank piece of paper, okay? You want to know why this is bad? I'll tell you why this is bad. Because they were expecting $2 billion of revenue, right? That was the expectation. And of that expectation, I believe, I'm not 100% on this, but I believe about 1.8 billion in revenue was probably supposed to be home flipping revenue. But the problem is they bought those homes for like 1.8 billion, right? So you're really buying a company that had maybe $200 million in revenue outside of the home flipping business, which was really propped up. So now when they get rid of the home flipping business, they're propped up Fugazi numbers. When people do their, times revenue multipliers are going to be effed, because you're going to go back to like $200 million in revenue and maybe, $70 million in expenses. Fine. They'll be profitable. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's like 170 million, right? And they'll barely be profitable. They'll probably be profitable again on their advertising business. But the point is, their top sales number is going to go to crap. Them shuttering this is, to me, this is an example of a greedy corporation not knowing what the hell they're doing, screwing with the real estate market, and getting burned for it. But you know what? Honestly, the executives are smart for realizing their mistake and firing everyone and dumping the properties so they can start over. They know they're going to go through the shits, and they probably put on their mud boots and they're ready to go. Look, It didn't work. They tried it. It didn't work. Move on. And I think that's why you're getting some buy the dipping here on Zillow. But and then, I don't want to bag on it, but like yeah, look at that. Look at that open door, folks. What did I tell you? This is an opportunity to buy the other ones, is what I said. And look at the delayed reaction too. Look at the delayed reaction here. Earnings came out at 106. It wasn't until 112, 6 minutes later, that open door actually started pumping. Yeah, it's also an opportunity for Redfin. And like I said, EXPI. EXPI is actually still down a little bit. Because this is agent competition. Oh, EXPI is not like a direct home buyer, though. The thing is, the reason Open Door is going to do well here is because they actually have margin. They actually make money on their home flips. They don't just try to win the deal. They win deals they can make money on. Watch my video on the whole Zillow thing. But that is so scary that when I was doing my video this morning, I'm like, they're gonna have to fire thousands of people, is what I said. And then I'm like, well, at least 1,000. And sure enough, here it is, 3-4 hours later, everybody's getting fired. I did not have insider info. It was just, the writing was on the wall. Okay. It was clear as freaking day. Jeez. Oh, that's actually interesting. So as they offload, yeah, but that's going to be misleading. So in the fourth quarter, they're forecasting higher revenue, 2.2 billion to 2.64 billion versus the estimate of 1.93. But that's going to be liquidation inventory. That's going to be inventory that's getting liquidated at big effing losses. Like, I'm not looking at that guidance as a good thing, because that Q4 net, yep, freaking nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, I know my real estate. Next line that just came through here. The estimate in Q4 was that Zillow would take a $98 million profit. Now the estimate is $136 to $108 million loss. Nailed it. You suck. I'm killing myself here. Anyway. Yeah. Oopsies. That's stocks for you. I should have shorted Zillow when I made that video. Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda, I had high conviction in that, but I generally don't like shorting the market. It's especially playing earnings. It's very weird. I mean, look, Zillow's only down 2.69% right now. It dropped 10% for a moment, and it's recovering. And Open Door settling back down. So the market's like chilling out. But make no mistake, like, this is a disaster for Zillow. And the next quarter is going to suck. The quarter thereafter is going to suck. And they're going to transition back to the agent advertising business. They're going to get out of the iBuying business. There's going to be more business for Open Door and Redfin. It's bullish for those other companies. That's good. All right. What else is happening in the after hours? Lyft, Open Door, Bed Bath, Activision. Oh, Activision actually went up a little bit. There's Redfin up about 0.92%. Solar Edge gets whacked 6.8%. I wonder, okay, I got to write down the earnings that I want to look at. Okay. Really? Running out of pens over here? All right, so we're going to look at the call for Solar Edge, Zillow. I don't really care about Activision myself. Those are the ones I'm interested in. Oh, Mondelez. Yeah, that's a good one. And don't even run that headline, Bloomberg. Get out of town. They just put a little line item in. Zillow fourth quarter revenue forecast beats estimate. Yeah, because they're liquidating inventory, you dum-dums. Like we said when we got the last update, their loss is going to be nuts, and it is. People don't understand real estate. Look, that's not an insult. It's just a fact. I sold real estate actively for, 10 years or whatever. Now I'm just an investor. And I have a really good sense of what people think when it comes to real estate and how very different what people think is from reality. Real estate's fun. That's why I personally really like it. and you should too. All right, what else? So Open Door, Bed Bath, Dropbox, Redfin. See, my play's still Redfin in this space. But Open Door is going to be a good competitor, but Redfin's going to come around from behind. It's going to be interesting, and it's been a good performer. It's obviously way down from where it was earlier in highs of the year, but that's okay. Still up on it a lot. Tesla's down about 0.17% in the after hours. Affirm's down a little bit. Robinhood's down a little bit, 0.4%. Looks like the market kind of chillaxed a little bit. Some of the things that were running into the close, some of the buy the dipping is kind of getting sold off into the after hours. Bitcoin relaxing a little bit, but Ethereum's not. Ethereum keeps running. Very impressive. Wow, look at that spread for Ethereum on Webull. 44.83 versus 45.77. Ugh. Just get destroyed as soon as you buy it. Watched my video this morning on the Hertz deal. Yeah, buy the real estate investing course. Yeah, that's true. All right. Tesla. Following your moves and never suing. Thank you. All right. Watch my video on the Hertz thing. This morning. I posted a video on that this morning. All right. That was fun. That was like entertaining. That was like must see Meet Kevin TV. Here's the Mondelez CEO. Let's see what he has to say.
Back into normal life. What does that mean for snacking?
Well, first of all, the consumers are getting more confident. They're feeling better about their lives around the world, I would say. They can see how the vaccines are helping them. They can get a better feel for their personal finances. Their mobility is coming back.
I forgot. Digital Turbine. Digital Turbine falls 8% after Q2 miss. They came in at an adjusted EPS of 44 cents versus 42 cents expected. That's a beat. Their Q3 revenue is coming in higher than expected on guidance, but they missed by about $4 million on Q2 rev, 310.2 versus 314.8.
To be that our categories, biscuits and chocolate, are also something that is more consumed at home. So we see our categories around the world really have accelerated during the pandemic, but it's continuing. And that, of course, is very good for us. And on top of that, our market share versus where it was in 2019 remains high. We're up or sustained increase of market share in 75% of our markets. So overall, good news on snacking, I would say.
Margins were down a bit, in line with expectations. What are you seeing and experiencing with regard to supply chain costs, issues?
Bed Bath & Beyond advances $1 billion 3-year share repurchase agreement. They're going to complete $1 billion of share repurchases by the end of 2021. Bed Bath & Beyond, some stuff to be sold at Kroger.com and physical stores. Bold moves to redefine the business. Good luck. E-commerce experience to launch pilots, whatever. I mean, the stock's moving. The stock's moving on this repurchase news a lot. It's up. It was just up 9%. Now it's up 13.7%. And remember, this is a momentum mover. Yeah. Good luck, Bed Bath. I ain't touching it. Where'd Zillow go? Is Zillow? Don't tell me Zillow broke even. I mean, good for them if they did. But, oh my gosh, they broke even. Oh my goodness. I'm blown away. The next quarters are going to suck, but okay. What was I going to do? I was going to look at something. Oh, there was some mention about Elon's Twitter. You know, every time I hear Elon's Twitter, I don't know what to think. Like, I get nervous. I think y'all are just talking about the Hertz deal. But again, we covered that this morning. So Rediscussion of objections to Tesla Giga Berlin have begun. Elon writes, sigh. What they are doing is just not right. Okay. Okay, somebody here. It says the creator of Dogecoin wrote, the creator of Dogecoin, currently a board advisory for a board advisor for the Dogecoin Foundation. Okay, I ate a taco and have made my decision on who will be the next fake CEO of Dogecoin. My announcement will be at 4 p.m. Pacific, 3 hours from now. Elon writes, me. Oh, wow. All right. Well, Beyond Meat now up. I'm sorry, not Beyond Meat. Bed Bath now up 21%. It's good. That's added another 10% from when I first read this. It's up 24% now. They really like this $3 billion in share repurchases. I'm sorry, $1 billion in share repurchases accelerated to 2021 rather than over 3 years. Cool. All right. Cool. Yeah, a momentum sparker. No kidding, right? Okay, folks, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. It was a pleasure. Goodbye. Stay tuned for more videos.